I'm live. Richard just said you are live. You want to hear Richard tonight? He's doing all kind of funny voices and things, and he's got a tune stuck in his head as well. So he's just put it onto me, and now I'm singing it in my head. Hello, everybody. It's me. I'm back again, and I'm tired because I've just done another church service, and I only finished it at just gone 3. So I thought, oh my God, I'm going to be tired. So this will be a good tester, won't it? Say hello to us. Tell us where you're from. And hiya, Joe. Oh, that's right at the top of the screen, Richard. I can just about see half of the name. I'm already having, oh, that's better. I can see the proper name now. Hiya, Joe. How are you? Everybody say hello to us. If you're new, tell us you're new and where you're from. Hiya, Vanessa from Cape Town. That's nice. Don't think I've seen you before. Sophia, Courtney from Hampshire. Oh, not far from me, Sophia. Hampshire's not far from me, is it really? A couple of hours. I don't know. I don't know. It's across and down, isn't it, from Norfolk? But there you go. Stephen, hiya, Stephen. Raven, hello from Liverpool. From near Liverpool, I'm in a different place tonight. Oh, I see. Lindsay, hiya, Lindsay. And Andrea. Hiya, Andrea. A few names I haven't seen. Hiya, Kerry. Yeah, if you're new, let us know, and then we'll explain how it works. And bear in mind that we're hiya, Kerry, Canvey Island, Essex. Yeah. Bear in mind that we're streaming. Hiya, Terry. We're streaming to YouTube as well. So, you know, each of you, Facebook and YouTube, you're not going to see the other people's messages. Just bear that in mind. You know what I mean. Hiya, Di. Lauren. Hiya, Lauren. And share away if you can. Share away with your friends and your family as well. Get them to watch as well. Manisha. I don't know if I said that right. Hopefully. Sounds nice. Manisha. Nardine or Nadine. Nardine. That sounds quite posh. Amanda. Hiya, Amanda. Jane G. Good vibes. Vibes. Oh no, that set Richard off with another song now. I've threatened to pull the plug on him so that you can all hear him singing. Because he's singing. He's a happy little bee today. Well, so far. Krish, hiya, Krish. Tracy Hall. Not new. I'm a follower. Brilliant. Brilliant. We like followers. Suzanne, hiya, Suzanne. Shared. Great. That's great. Fiona, hiya, Fiona. So what we're going to do then is connect with a few of your loved ones in the spirit world, hopefully. Hiya, Sally. And what will happen is I'll just give the information, and if you can take it, just send a pop-up message to Richard saying I can take such and such. Ranashri, no, Ranashri, Rani. Oh, sorry, Ranishi, Ranishi. Hiya, yeah. If you can take it, pop up a message saying yes, I can take such and such. And when you're replying, please please say what you're saying yes to. Hiya, Lisa, because we need to know what you're saying yes to and what you can understand. And the way I work is I'll just give it as I get it. So I'll just probably bombard you because I speak pretty quickly. Just bombard you with stuff that Spirit are giving me. Stuff. Hiya, Stephanie. Whatever they give me, I'll just repeat exactly as they're giving it to you. Bear in mind they'll involve some of your family as well. So if you can't take the message for yourself, it might relate to somebody in your family. Hiya, Susan. So bear that in mind. Don't dismiss anything we give you because it'll be right. It's just a matter for you to go out home and find out where it belongs or wait for it to happen. Hiya, Lisa, because some things they give you will be yet to come type thing. If we give you dates, they're going to be anniversaries, birthdays or passings. Go and check them out as well. And I think that's it. And as for asking questions or giving you advice, I don't do that kind of thing. Hiya, Mary. So I won't give advice. I'll just give what Spirit want me to tell you. And you'll see how I work in a minute when I find out who the gentleman is I've got with me standing next to me. Michaela. Hi, Michaela. I've got a dad here. I've got a gentleman called Diamond Deb. Hiya, Deb. I've got a gentleman called John in spirit, a lovely dad in spirit. Sometimes it was called Johnny, he tells me, so you may know him as Johnny or John. More in his, he's just said to me, more Johnny in my younger days, he's saying. More Johnny in my younger days, he's just said to me. Hiya, Patrick. So anybody could take this lovely dad, John, Johnny. Hiya, Anne. I know there's a bit of delay, so if I hesitate a bit, it's just so I'm waiting for the answers to pop up. Richard's very busy. Hiya, Bev, because he's tapping away and he's having to read all the messages. So bear with us if we take a few seconds to respond to you. So lovely, John. Anyway, hiya, Carly Ann. Yeah, yeah. Tracy, it's my dad. John. He was known as Johnny as well, he's telling me. And he's talking about nights out with the boys as well. But I don't know whether he's talking about himself or somebody down here. But he's bringing in this love of nights out with the boys as well. So there's quite a few of you can take, John. Sorry, I've got some in my eye now. But he's talking about nights out with the boys, Johnny. Okay. He's talking about his wife still here. Okay. So your mom's still here. I want your mom still here if this dad is for you as well. And he's talking about the month of April will mean something. Okay, if this is for you, Michelle. So your mom's got to be still here. The month of April means something to you. And he's talking about a link to Scotland as well. So either a trip or something like that. Would have been my Uncle John's birthday today. Oh, that's nice. But he's talking about April, and he's talking also about July means something as well. He's also talking about the name Heather as meaning something as well. So my dad's friends called in Johnny. So you should be able to take April, Michelle, as long as your mum's still here. But she does need a little bit of healing as well. He's talking about his other half needs some healing down here. And there's been, he's talking about, there's a few tears been shed. So it's not you then, because he's talking about a mom still here, Michelle, or his wife, because he's talking about shedding a few tears. A few tears have been shed, he's talking about. He's also talking about her sister as well is down here. Okay, so your mom's sister is obviously helping her as well. He's talking about being helped by her sister as well. Okay. Your mom's still here then, Tracy, if this is for you. He's also talking about a little, what is this? A little Westie dog somewhere as well. There's a little Westie dog. Somebody had one of those little white Westie dogs. He's bringing that in as well. And he's talking about, he's here because somebody's actually said, okay, somebody's actually said, I wish my dad was here, or I wish John was here. He'd sort it all out. He's heard that as well. He'd sort it all out, my dad, or John would sort it out. And that's what he's obviously listened to, and that's why he's come to say I am here. Okay. Somebody kisses or holds his photograph a lot, he's just said to me. So I don't know whether that's your mom, if this is for you, Tracy, but somebody holds his photograph to like a chest a lot as well. Okay. And he's also talking about a photograph that's in a wallet. Somebody keeps a photograph in a wallet as well, a small photograph. And this is quite an old photograph as well. It looks like a black and white one to me. But he's talking about somebody keeping an old photograph in a wallet as well. So if this is for you, you should be able to take all of this. Okay, my mum does, okay? Your mum. Okay, what's he talking about now? Oh, he's just said to me, somebody's hitting the credit cards, as if somebody's using the credit cards a lot or something. And he's talking about, in fact, I don't know if this is a memory, because he's bringing it as like a comfort thing. Somebody uses the credit cards to go out and buy things, but it's more of a comfort thing than anything else. Not that they need the stuff, it's just that they get a little bit of comfort. Takes their minds off things, he's talking about, takes their mind off things. He's talking about somebody called Elizabeth. Elizabeth is down here. Lizzie is calling her as well. So if you can't take a Tracy, remember to check things with your mom, because your mom might know different things to you. But he's talking about Lizzie, Elizabeth down here. Just mentioned her, not saying anything else. Okay. And he's also talking about a house move around your mom. It's as if I don't know whether she's just moved or whether she's going to be thinking of moving. So there'll be a house move around her that he's bringing as well. Okay, he's bringing that. He's come because he wants you to let her know that he's around. Apparently, your mom senses him around, but she's doubting herself, he says. She doubts herself, but she just senses him around. So she knows he's there, and she talks to him as well. All right, and he just wants to acknowledge that he's listening to her, that he does hear her. She's tossing and turning a little bit. She's not sleeping very well. Watch her coming in, Tracy, because you'll find her, or your mum will find her. But he's talking about your mum not sleeping very well. She's tossing and turning. And apparently she's having strange dreams as well. He's just describing them as strange dreams. That's how he's describing them. Okay. He wants to put new glasses on your mum. He's talking about new glasses. So I don't know if she's in need of them or she's just had them, but he's putting new glasses on your mum, so watch for that. Okay. Jill. The name Jill, Jill, will mean something as well. He's just mentioned Jill down here. Okay. So she may think of moving. She may think of moving for herself. You know what I mean? Because I've got her moving on her own, Tracy. That's what he's talking about. Okay. So the name of Jill should mean something. His dad's talking about Jill down here. Okay, anything else? He's just said to me, get out the buckets and spade. And I just said to him, what do you mean? He says, oh, a seaside. Seaside. Somebody wants to go to the seaside, he's saying. And he's just said to you, get out the buckets and spade. Ask your mum, Tracy. Just check, because she'll come in. He's also talking about swimming. Okay, somebody's been talking about going swimming. And he's talking about somebody going swimming, you know, like cold water swimming, not in a pool, like the sea or a lake or something like that. Somebody's going to be doing that. He's bringing in that around you as well. So watch for that. And with that, he's also talking about Alps, the Alps. It's like somebody wants to go skiing. All right, he's bringing that in. So watch for that coming up for somebody as well. It's just, he says, no specific message, he says. I just want to let them know that I'm around. And that's why he's come, just to let you know that he's around. Okay, new baby coming around you as well, and this is family. He's just told me, so there's a new baby in the family coming. Okay, if nobody else can take it, it'll be. You don't have to accept everything, Tracy. Remember, some things are to come. Okay, do ask your mum, or if anyone else can take this, take it. But do ask your mum about these things, because you won't know everything. You'll have to find them out. But he's going now anyway. I think he just wanted to pop in. It's because of this thing about your mom being upset, and he's already sussed this, the fact that somebody's upset or his wife is upset, and he's come to reassure her, he's just said to me. I've come to reassure her. Okay, so I'll leave that with you then, Tracy. I think he's going now, so I'll leave him with you. Okay. Is there somebody else shot? Oh. I've got a lovely granddad here looking for Charlotte. He keeps mentioning Charlotte as if there's a Charlotte on here. So if there's a Charlotte online, let us know. Hiya, Louise. He's just said to me, Charlotte here. So if there's a Charlotte online that's got a lovely granddad in spirit, let me know. Hiya, Joe. He's describing Charlotte as his little girl. So I know he was here when she was young. All right, hiya, Holly. So let us know, or let Richard know if you're called Charlotte, or perhaps you're related to Charlotte. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Richard just told me there's a lot of newbies. Now I'm talking to Richard. He's the one that runs the show. He's doing all this this IT stuff. He's also in my ear because he's having to read all the messages as they come up, and tell me who's saying yes to what, and we're trying to narrow it down to get to the right person. And he's also looking at the YouTube messages at the same time. All right. So that if I keep saying Richard, he also tells me if my headphones not working, etc., etc. So that's who Richard is, the producer of Spiritual Psychics TV, the boss man. Hi, Anthony. So we've got Charlotte on here. Grandad looking for Charlotte. Grandad looking for Charlotte. Hiya, Hazel. So Grandad looking for Charlotte. That's quite specific. So if nobody can take it, I will move on. I'll just wait until Charlotte pops on. But Charlotte's also got a sister as well, he tells me. Okay. He's not telling me anymore. I think he's just waiting to see if he can get the link, this Grandad. Okay. All right. So we'll leave him, we'll park him until somebody pipes up. So we've got Charlotte and a Grandad in spirit that wants to speak to Charlotte. But I didn't know my Grandad. It doesn't matter, Charlotte, if you don't know them. They still come through to you. They obviously still want to keep their eyes on you. We'll see if it's for you, because they'll give me a little bit of information. So if it's for you, he's talking about somebody that likes their trains, but he's talking about a youngster that used to like their trains. And this is a male by the look of it. So a little boy used to play with the trains, toy trains. Okay, somewhat like Thomas the Tank and that kind of thing. Okay, so if it's not for you, there'll be another Charlotte here that can take somebody playing with toy trains. He's bringing that in as well. And he's also talking about January means something as well. So he's bringing in January. But he's also got, he says that he's also got his lady wife with him. So he has got a nan with him as well. So if you can take a nan in spirit that's got a husband with her, then it could be for you. But like I say, he's talking about the trains. He's talking about having his lady wife with him. Okay. And he's talking about there's a new baby coming around you, Charlotte, but somebody's pregnant at the moment, he tells me, but it's like in the early stages. So watch for that coming as well, because he's bringing that. He's also been listening or watching what have you been doing? He says he's been listening to somebody talking about redecorating. Somebody wants to redecorate. So if you can take that, Charlotte, let us know. I want to make sure I'm with you. That's why I'm giving you all this, waiting for it to pop back up. But he's talking about listening to somebody decorating, He also wants to give you books, studying books. So you're off to study. He's talking about you studying as well. If this is for you, he's bringing studying in, lots of books. He also, for some reason, wants to give you, he wants to give out Shakespeare. There's somebody that's interested in Shakespeare, or is very good at English, as he's just said to me. Somebody that's very good at English, English literature as well. I can't say that word, but that kind of English. And he's actually talking about, he's just said to me, oh, all right, then it's probably not for you then. It must be for somebody else then, Charlotte. If anybody else can take it, let me know. He's also talking about an English teacher, or somebody that would like to become an English teacher as well. All right, he's bringing that in. So if there's anybody on here that can relate to Charlotte and knows that somebody that's going into, he's just said to me, teacher training as well, let me know. He's bringing that in as well. So this lovely Grandad. But if he's not, nobody can take him, I will let him go and I'll get on to somebody else. In fact, I think I will. If anybody could take her, I've got a lovely lady here now called Marjorie, but she was known as Marge. So if anybody could take Marge or Marjorie in spirit, let me know. She's talking about being called Marge, although she didn't really like the name Marge. Hiya, Diana. Didn't really like the name Marge. She liked the name Marjorie, but she's looking for somebody on here as well. And she's talking about the, hiya, Karen from Canada. Marjorie is talking about August, that means something as well. And she's talking to me about a bracelet. I don't know what she means by this. She's talking, a bangle. She just said to me, somebody's wearing a bangle, but she's not explaining herself very well. So there's some link with a bangle that I don't quite understand. What can you take then, Meredith? Are you talking about Marge coming in? Because she's talking about August. She's talking about this bangle. Oh, that's right. She's talking about a bangle that belonged to somebody else. That's what she's bringing in. And she's also taking it. Okay, Sue. All right. See if you can take the other bits as well, like the August, like the bangle as well. She's talking about that. And now we're getting back to the Charlotte bit. Okay. But I've got Marjorie here that's stepped in as well now. So we're talking to her at the moment. Marjorie. She's talking to me about somebody down here that she belongs to that's recently had their eyebrows done. She wore a lot of jewellery. She's talking about somebody down here then, Meredith, if this is for you, that's recently had their eyebrows shaped or something. She's putting dark on eyebrows. So somebody's had their eyebrows done that she's been watching. If this is for you, let me know, because I know I'm with you then. She's also saying April means something as well. And she's talking about swimming, but she's talking about somebody that was very good at front crawl, just the front crawl in the past, I think. So hopefully you'll know somebody that she's talking about. She's also saying to me George is up in spirit as well. So we've got George with Marjorie up there as well. And she's talking, she's talking about a new baby coming in the family, but she's also talking about two babies that are in spirit as well with her. So you should understand two babies that have gone to spirit, or check on that, you'll find it. Okay, like I just acknowledged it. Okay, she's talking about two babies in spirit and one coming. She's also talking about you must need a hug, Meredith, because she's talking about giving you a hug. It's like she's describing it as an upliftment kind of hug. Okay, so she's describing you also as feeling a bit, she's just said to me, she feels a bit lonely sometimes. Okay, so I want to give her a nice hug. She's talking about giving you a hug. Okay, your dad, yes. Okay, I don't know what that means, but your dad, yes. But she's talking about the need for a hug. Now, she's also talking to me about somebody that collected frogs. Croc frogs, Meredith. She's bringing in a load of little frogs, but she's telling me that somebody collected them. So if you don't understand, ask about it, because you'll find out who this lady is that used to collect these frogs. And she's also talking to me about, I can't see what that is. Oh, she's trying to show me a pudding. Two puddings, in fact. She's just showed me some bread and butter pudding. He would also say George. So this is his dad in spirit then. So she'll probably try and bring him through for you in a minute. But she's talking about bread and butter pudding and also apple charlotte. Okay, she's bringing that to you as well. Just trying to uplift you, I think. Give you a little bit of a boost, I think she's saying. Okay. Somebody else can take it as well. So if somebody else can take it, take it. I think it's Pam. What else are you saying? Come on then. So George, we'll see what George wants to say. Okay. She says that you've been sending your prayers up to Spirit, Meredith, so you've been talking to them. Okay. And she says you do mention her, but you also mention your dad. She's just said to me that you send your prayers up and you say something like, Dad, are you, Dad, are you listening? And that's why they've come through, to let you know that they are listening. Okay, we're always listening, they've just said to me, we're always listening. He wants me to give you, I'm talking to your dad now, your dad's coming. He wants me to give you Ibiza. Okay, Ibiza, as if there's going to be a holiday there or something. He's bringing that in as well. And I don't know if Spain is Ibiza, because I've never been that way, but he's talking about Spain. He's talking about Ibiza and he's talking about Spain. Okay, it's as if there's going to be a trip. Okay, so watch for that there. Okay, what's that? Your dad's talking about, he's actually got Frank with him in there, up in spirit. But he's actually said there's somebody in spirit that used to roll their own cigarettes. So roll their own, when they used to lick the paper, I don't know what it's called. But he's talking about you should know somebody up there that used to roll their own cigarettes, and they just want to be remembered to you as well. Your dad wants me to give you this sweet, and it's like what's it called? It's a whistle, but it's made of, he's calling it candy. But you used to be able to blow it. Candy whistle, Richard can remember it, but this candy whistle, he wants me to give it to you, but he's talking about it being a memory. And he's also talking about gobstoppers, Meredith. You know, those big, massive gobstopper balls. He's bringing them in as well. But I think he's bringing them in because he tells me it's symbolic as well. Because there's somebody around you that needs to be a bit quieter. Basically, need to shut up. He's just said to me, there's somebody around you that likes to. Oh, he's just said to me, there's somebody around you that likes the sound of their own voice, Meredith. Okay, and apparently, whoever this is, they just like to talk and talk and talk and talk, and he's giving them this gobstopper. So watch for that. You'll find out who it is, I'm sure. What's going on here? I've had this before. It's the what? Sorry. Oh, candy twists. Richard's just been told it's called a candy twist, if you understand. He's talking about. I had this a few months ago. This is quite funny. A gentleman that dressed up and he's got fishnet stockings on or fishnet tights up on. I've had this quite a lot recently. I don't know what's going on, but your dad's bringing that as a memory. Somebody that dressed up on a night out and they had fishnet stockings on. Okay. So he's bringing that up as a memory somewhere, or he's seen somebody doing that. He's also talking about Mablethorpe. So watch for the link to Mablethorpe that he's talking about as well. Okay, because he's bringing that in as well. So that'll mean something. Once they give me some funny stuff. Wants me to give you sausages, Meredith. So I don't know whether he actually likes sausages or somebody else likes sausages. But he's talking about, can you give us some sausage? Oh, it's for a community event. Oh, that's good then. But he's talking about sausages for some reason. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, he knows what he's doing. He's got all these sausages packaged up, and he's like talking about selling them, not in a shop, you know, like farmers markets or something like that. He's taking me to that. He's taking me to that kind of place, a farmers market, and he's talking about the selling of these sausages. So there must be a link there. I don't know what kind of link, but he's just wanting me to give you that. Bangers and mash. He must like sausages. Just said bangers and mash, bangers and mash. He says he's come because he just wants to say hello to you and let you know that he's around. You should know he's around, Meredith, because he'll play with your hair. He likes your hair for some reason. So he try. In fact, it's more not. It's not playing. It's more stroking. You might be able to feel kind of a stroke to your hair, and that's how he's coming. That's how you'll know he was there. But he's just talking about sending you. He's listening to you. Keep talking to him. He said, keep talking to me. I am listening. I'm still around. He says somebody kept. I don't know if it's a jumper or something like that. I think it was a jumper or something, a cardie or something. Somebody kept something of his, an item of clothing for a while, and used to kind of hold it like this. And he's just acknowledging that. So somebody used to do that. But he just wants to come in and say hello and let you know that he's around. That's his message, really. I've just popped in to say hello. Okay. Oh, he's just said, oh, you know that song? I almost burst into that song I just called to say I love you type song by Stevie Wonder, I think it was. Stevie Wonder. He's just burst into song with that. But I'm on a, I don't know whether I'm on a different link, Meredith. So if anybody can take that song, beef jerky. Okay then. So I don't know if you can take that song by Stevie Wonder. I just called to say I love you because I've got somebody here that I think somebody else is going to take this actually. Sorry, folks, I'm getting confused here. But there's somebody else coming in that actually, you can understand that song, that actually might be able to take this song as well, as if it's a memory, and somebody actually sang that to them on the phone. I don't know whether it's as a bit of a joke or they were serious. So if anybody can take that song and the fact that somebody actually sang the song to them when they picked it up, let me know. And this gentleman's coming through from spirit. But I've got a feeling somebody else will be able to take it. So if anybody can take that, let Richard know. A lovely gent in spirit. I just called to say I love you. He says it means somebody. It means something to somebody on here. and the Stevie Wonder connection means something to somebody on here is saying. So if anybody can take that, let me know, and we'll connect with this gent in spirit that's coming. Oh, do you? You sing that song to my boyfriend when I call him a lot. Okay. This is, if you've got a dad in spirit, this will be a dad then, Stephanie, because he's talking about being a dad. So if this is your dad and you can take it that way, that he's listening to you when you sing it to the boyfriend, let me know. But this is a gentleman in spirit. He's telling me he's a dad. So I'll wait for your answer. But he's talking about that song having been sung on a phone call. What else is she saying? He's also got connections. He's talking about an America connection, but I don't know whether he means family or a holiday, because he just said to me, "Oh, just give him an America connection." There's a link to America somewhere. In fact, he's just told me that somebody wants to travel over to America. Okay, Slater, Paul, Liz. You wouldn't believe how many people could take it, would you? Because it's quite specific. Have you got let me know if you've got a dad in spirit as well, Liz. Call me singing it. Sheena as well. He's talking, I'll give you a little bit more because there seems to be a few people taking this, and I'm going to see if I can narrow it down a bit. Deb, I can as well. So this lovely dad singing this song, calling with this song, talking about a link to America. I've got you, Sheena. Talking about sing it, not on the phone now. Now this is definitely on the phone because he's making me do the symbol for the phone. All right, so it's definitely on the phone that he's talking about. And he's talking about this link to America, and I think it's going to be a journey for somebody. He's talking about somebody planning a trip. Okay, all right. He paid for me to go to America. Now he's making my nose itch like mad. And that's because whoever he belongs to on here gets this. Oh, went to a flora, lots growing up. We had Vegas wedding booked in October, but COVID. But have you got did you tell me you've got a dad, Steph? Is this your dad? Because he's definitely a dad. I just want to make sure I've got the right person. But he's talking about itchy noses, so that's how he comes across. He's to you. You'll start forever be doing this. But daughter got her dad sing it. Oh God, you wouldn't believe how many people there are. If you've got a course, so many people. All right then. Sometimes we'll get spirit coming in and giving this info, and 3 or 4 people can take it. So if you can take it, I'm just going to give the info out, and if I can't separate, everybody take it. All right, because it's easier than that way. It's just that spirit want to get to so many people at once. He's also talking. This dad is also talking about a gentleman in spirit called Bert as well. Okay, so somebody should be able to understand Bert in spirit is bringing along Bert. But the main thing is this song that he's talking about. And he's also talking about somebody had one of those, I never can say this word, a character, you know, when they draw like a cartoon character of you. I never can say it. You know what I mean? When people are outside the place. Caricature, I don't know if it's right. But he's talking about somebody that had that done as well. Okay, Stephanie. So this might narrow it down to somebody, but he's talking about the link to that. So somebody's got to have the link to that. He's talking to me. I know I give America, and he's also talking to me about Florida as well. And he's, you know, Florida Disneyland as well, because he's putting on the Mickey Mouse ears. He's bringing that to me as well. He's told me that somebody has put his photograph. Is it gone in yet? Oh, he's just said that somebody I think he means somebody wants a new photograph for his picture, because he just said to me, somebody's putting my photograph in a frame, and then he's just said, somebody wants a nice frame for my photograph. So I don't know which way round it is, but there's something about that as well. Bert was his stepdad. Okay then, Sheena. But he's just making note that he's aware of this new frame that's been, his picture's been in. I don't know what he means, whether it's the same picture, but you know, sometimes when I'm planning on going back, I understand I have a friend who does. Okay then, Carolyn, you take it as well. He's talking about, you know, when we have a photograph frame, but we've got quite a few photographs in it, and we keep putting just the other one on top. He's talking about one of those where somebody's got photographs underneath another photograph in a frame as well. He's bringing that in as well. Oh, okay. He's still on about photograph frames. Somebody, he says, has got a photograph frame, but connected to it is a place where, right, okay then. I'll put a photo in a frame after getting my album back from my ex-husband and receive love them. I'm connecting more with you, Stephanie, than the others, but let's aim at you for a minute. He's just talking to me about a frame. Somebody's got a frame, but they've got like something connected to it, like where you can put a candle in it or something like that. There's a space at the bottom, a round thing like that, where you can put a candle attached to this photograph. He's bringing that in, so he's just saying somebody's bought one of them. He's just said to me the name Benny will mean something as well. I think he wants to try and narrow it down to the right person, I think. But the name Benny will mean something as well. And he's also talking about, oh, I thought he said Dora, but he's just corrected me and said Flora. So the name Flora is going to mean something as well. He's bringing in that name as well. But if anybody else can take it, please take it, because it's nice to get to a few people. But he's talking about Flora meaning something as well. You must need some. Oh, my auntie is one like that. Okay, Stephanie. If that's so, then your auntie must. If he's going to take me to your auntie, he's talking about your auntie needs a little bit of healing. She's been up. He's saying to me that she's been a bit upset recently. Okay. But she puts on a good show. So your auntie don't show it much, but she's been a bit upset. I mean, not majorly upset, but just a little bit upset. And he's been noting that. Okay. He also says that you need a little bit of upliftment as well. He's describing you as and placed it in the grave with his grandparents. You see, I don't know with you, a candle holder. Oh, okay then. Oh God, double link. He's talking about you, Stephanie. Okay, you being a bit upset and a bit. He's describing you as a bit sad. All right, so it's because Flora in the family as well, Sheena. Oh, crumbs. You know, it's a shame you can't take. Well, have a look though, Stephanie, because it might come. It might relate to somebody else on here as well. I'll just give it. But he's talking about you being upset. Also, a few little tears. Okay. Flora is an ancestor. Gosh, you can't believe how they give good information and several people can take it. But your dads, I'm going to say your dads are all coming through, just wanting to say hello as they do, but also he's telling me to offer comfort, he's saying. So you must all need a little bit of comfort, and that's why he's coming through, or your dads are coming through. Oh, they're saying, I want to say there now, for some reason, I think I've got all your dads here at once, and one's being a spokesperson, so I've been told. Oh, okay. One's being a spokesperson for the others. You obviously all need a little bit of healing, because he's talking about, oh, you've all been reminiscing. That's where the tears have been. He's talking about that. So that's why these dads have all come together, because they're trying to uplift you all. Anything else? I've been so upset to an event coming up. He's talking about, they're all saying, nice things coming up. Look forward to the future. And they're talking about positive thoughts. Send out these positive thoughts. Just said to me, this dad just said to me, don't let them get you down. Don't let them get you down. Send out these positive thoughts. And he is talking about, he's describing it as a schooling issue around somebody as well, where somebody's going to have to go in and speak to a teacher who this dad is saying, who isn't being quite firm enough with the kids. So I think whoever this belongs to, one of you, you're going to find out who this is. But one of the parents is going to have to go in and sort this teacher out that's not being firm enough with the kids, apparently. He's describing the kids actually as running amok. Running amok. So he's making you aware, he's aware of that as well. Okay. So I don't know how many people could take it, 3 or 4, but take the love from your dad. All right, or your dads. I can't believe how many people I've learnt recently that so many people can take the same info, that so many people's lives are almost the same. It's pretty amazing. But anyway, I hope that was okay for everybody. Take it and know that your dads are around you and they're keeping their eye on you. That's what he's just said. We're keeping our eye on you. Oh, I've got a very unusual one here. I'd like to see if anybody could take this. Hiya, Steve. I've got a gentleman with me. Oh, hiya, Carl. I haven't seen you for a while. I've got a lovely gentleman with me who's talking about, he's just said to me, I used to mend escalators. So that's very unusual. I'd love to see somebody take this, make my day. He says, I used to make or mend, repair escalators in the big stores, he's saying, in the big stores. Hiya, Daniela. And he's actually took me down to Harrods, but I think he might be wanting the connection to London, because he said, I'm taking you to Harrods in London. But he's talking about repairing the escalators. So he was that kind of, he's just said to me, I was an escalator engineer. He's making me laugh. So I think he's quite jolly as well. He had a bit of a good laugh. Okay. My background, I took that picture outside the front of my house, Chev. I'm rather proud of that. That's why I tried to put it on. I took that photo with my little phone. But anyway, yeah, this dad that mended escalators, as he was saying, with the connection to Harrods in London, ups and downs. Oh, very good, Raven. Excellent. That's what we want, a bit of upliftment as well, a bit of fun. But he's laughing. I know he was quite a good laugh as well. He's telling me, he said, I had a bit of a belly on me. He says, I was quite well built, he's saying, but he's flexing his muscles like this. So I know he's just a good laugh. He's just said to me, I was an all-round good guy, he's saying. I was an all-round good guy. Very family orientated as well, and very hard-working as well. I didn't just mend escalators, he says. I think he mended lifts as well, because he just took me into a lift as well. So I think he was an engineer of escalators and also an engineer to do with the lifts as well. In fact, he's telling me that he used to help to get the people out when they got stuck. So, I think he's, yeah, okay. He's talking about helping people to get out when they got stuck in these lifts. Actually on call out or something. So I don't know what he means, but he's actually called out to do this. I'm hoping somebody can take him because he's lovely and he's quite specific as well. Who are you looking for? He's actually talking about a gentleman. So there might be a gent on here that he's trying to connect with, but he belongs to a gent on here. He's just mentioned there's a gent on here. He says that should be able to take me. What else are you saying? He's also talking about Cirencester as well, if I've said that right. Cirencester, a place called Cirencester. So there's a link there as well. I don't know if he come from there or somebody on here will have knowledge of him and the connection to Cirencester as well. I'll keep on with him, even though nobody's taken him, just in case somebody watches it on catch up, because he's quite specific. So somebody will be able to take him. Okay. What else is he talking about? I don't know if he'll say anything else because he's quite quiet at the moment. He's just bringing in the lift and the working on the escalators, the engineer he's talking about. He's quite well built as well. He's a bit bigger than me and he's quite well built. Did that, but he's still alive. Oh. No. That's confusing, isn't it? But this gent is in spirit. He's talking to me about it in spirit. But he's talking about Cirencester, he's talking about the Harrods and the London connection as well. And he's talking about, he wants to give the name Bill as meaning something as well. So he's talking about a link to Bill. So a link to Bill as well. He's talking to me about paychecks. So I don't know what he means by the paycheck thing. He's just said to me paycheck. We don't call them that, do we? We call them just wages. So whether that's a link to America or something like that, because I'm sure they call them paychecks. So whether that's the link to somebody, it's going to be for somebody in America. I'll carry on for a little bit and just give you a little bit more info. But if anybody watches this on catch up or they think of him, give me a shout on Messenger if we don't get to you now, and I'll see if we can get a little bit more. He's showing me himself with lovely red cheeks as well. He's got a lovely round face and he's got lovely red cheeks as well. And he's got this this tool belt that's round his waist as well. That he used to use. He's bringing in that as well. Anything else? He's electrician cookers. Not saying that. No, he's talking about escalators and lifts. Pam, definitely escalators and lifts, because I thought, wow, I haven't had that before. So you've got to be able to take this lift that he's talking about mending and escalators that he's talking about mending. Okay. What was the other thing you were trying to tell me? He's talking about, he's totally changed the subject for now, but he's talking about a connection to, I think they call them hen batteries. You know, when they have loads of hens in, you know, and they put them in batteries. You know what I mean? Loads of hens. For some reason, he wants me to say that. So there's a link to a connection with hens in batteries. You know what I mean? Loads of hens. So there's that kind of link somewhere that he's bringing in as well. So we'll leave him for now because I don't think anybody can take him, but somebody's got to be able to take him because it's quite specific. So I'm hoping somebody will play it on catch up or think of him and give me a shout on Messenger, and we'll see if we can get a bit more. He's just said to me, I'll come back. He's just mentioning the name Colin down here will mean something to him as well. So Colin will mean something. Okay, but we'll put him to one side because he just said to me, oh, there's a lady that wants to come through now. So he's quite gentlemanly as well, because he said there's a lady that wants to come through now. So I'm going to step aside and let this lovely lady come through, not connected to him. Okay, then. I've got a lovely lady here who's telling me her name's Christine. So if anybody can take this lovely Christine in spirit, and she's talking about passing with cancer as well. This is breast cancer, I think. Oh, yeah, okay. She's talking about breast cancer, and she's talking about a lot of little lumps were found, a lot of little lumps. But you can't take the rest, Carl. You know, the lift engineer. So you've got to be able to take the lift engineer as well. So I'm going on to a separate link now. And I've got a lovely lady called Christine telling me she passed with breast cancer. Hiya, Ian, but telling me also that she's describing it as there was lots of little lumps found, lots of little lumps. And she's talking about they must have done some operation to remove some of them, because she's telling me they removed some. So she had an operation. Oh, sorry, I keep whacking my microphone. But she's talking about these little lumps. Some of them were removed, she's telling me, Christine is telling me. But obviously she passed, okay? So if anybody could take Christine in spirit that passed with breast cancer, in fact, there was cancer found in other places, she's just said to me as well. She's almost like saying she was riddled with it. It was found all over. And it took her pretty quick as well. She's saying it took me quick. She's looking for a lady on here, she tells me. There's a lady on here that should know who she is. Ah, but hang on. But she's bringing through a lady's mom with her as well. She's telling me she's come through to get the link, but she's bringing through somebody's mom who she's describing as recently passed, that is quite new to this. So I think Christine is kind of showing her the ropes. So if anybody can take a mom, hiya Jane, that's recently passed, and also the link to Christine who's bringing her in, let me know, or let Richard know. You may even not know Christine very well, but you should know her. You should know the name Christine at least. But she is bringing a mom. She's bringing a mom who passed recently, she says, that hasn't, it feels like the mom hasn't been through yet, because she's talking about, you know her, Christine, but as Christine, no, this is Christine in spirit, who's bringing this mom through. So this mom has not come through yet, and she's recently passed. She's not telling me months, she's telling me, okay? So She's going to help us to come through. My nan passed last month, so I can't take Christine. Let's give you a bit more. What's Mom coming with? Mom's coming with, oh, hang on a minute. She's coming with butterscotch. I think it's sweets or something, but she's talking to me about butterscotch. She's actually not talking to me because she's talking to Christine. Eh? Oh, butterscotch, yeah, Angel Delight, I do as well. She's talking, Christine's actually passing on the message from this mom because the mom hasn't quite got the confidence or the knowledge to come through properly. But your mom is telling Christine to mention butterscotch. Somebody, I know a Christine Cancer, but she has only just recently passed. Have you got a mom there as well, Julie? Because it's Christine that's telling me she's bringing in a mom that's recently passed. So there's some confusion here. Because I'm talking to Christine, who's passing on the message from this mom that's coming through, that's recently passed, that's trying to learn how to do this, she's telling me. And she's giving butterscotch. For some reason, she wants to give it to somebody that likes butterscotch or those butterscotch sweets or something like that. But this mom is also talking about lily of the valley, and she's also talking about the colour purple as well, or mauve. Somebody likes mauve or purple. This mom's also talking about silk scarves, the love of silk scarves. Okay, so if anyone can take just a description of the mom, let me know, and you'll find out Christine who's bringing her through later. So she's talking about lily of the valley, and she's also talking about the love of silk scarves. No, it can't be you then, Julie. She's also talking about somebody that's got a scarf with butterflies on it, or had a scarf with butterflies on it, like a silk scarf. Somebody likes butterflies. Come on, Mom, give a bit more. Looking for a daughter, actually. She's saying, I'm looking for my daughter. So the mom's coming through now, but she's looking for a daughter on here. Okay. So I don't know whether a daughter, she just said to me, a daughter's going to be very upset. So I don't know whether a daughter's on here or somebody is going to be able to say, I can get in touch with the daughter. Okay, because she's making this connection for some reason. So if anybody knows, it's not you, Sheena, I don't think, I've moved. So if anybody knows anybody that Mom has recently passed within a few months, and Mum is talking about the love of butterscotch, but also the love of these silk scarves. And I have a scarf with butterflies. She's telling me she's recently passed though, Jojo. This mum has recently passed, and she's giving months as well. So it's not years, it's only months that she's passed. Okay, so if it is your nan, she's talking about months. If you can acknowledge that, I can go with that and see if she gives me a bit more. You lost your months, your mum last. Can you take the rest, Lindsay? Has she been through? Okay. Has she been through yet, or would she find it difficult to come through? Because she's having to go through Christine at the moment, a lady called Christine. Although your mum's getting a bit closer now. She's actually, I can hear her in the background, but she's coming via Christine to try and give her that little bit of confidence, she says, to come through and talk. Your mum, also, your mum is very, what can I say, like quite kind of shy. Okay, it's definitely a mum. She's kind of shy, and it's as if, how can I say it? She's talking about me as if she's unsure about me because she doesn't know me. She's a little bit unsure. Do you understand? She'd like to get to know people before she puts her trust in them, she's just said to me. So if the other lady can take this, if this was what your mum is like, Lindsay, like she'd like to get to know me before she puts, you know, like to get to know somebody before she actually puts a trust in somebody. Okay, she's talking about that. Okay, so she hasn't been past a long time. She's talking about months. If this is for you, Lindsay, she's just talking about, she's just said to me, do you remember the lady that had the crinkly stockings? Her stockings always seemed, or her tights, they always seem to be crinkled at the bottom or at the ankle. Do you remember who that is? Okay, all right then, Lindsay, it might be for you then. But she's talking about this lady she knows up there that's got crinkly stockings or crinkly tights. You should remember. Oh, what are you doing? I don't know what she's doing, Lindsay. Your mom, if this is your mom, I'm trying to see what she's filling. She's got a pair of tights, but she's filling them with something, and I don't quite know what it is. What are you filling them? She's filling a pair of tights or one tight with something, and she's putting stuff in it, and I don't know what it is. So it might not be for you, I don't know. But that's what she's doing. She's putting something in tights. I don't know what she means, but I'll have to leave that with you. She's also she's talking about the name Carla. Can you take a Carla as well, Lindsay? I just want to make sure I'm with you because I'm unsure at the moment. The name Carla should mean something as well. She's down here somewhere. There's got to be a link to the name Carla as well. And she's trying to put you, if this is your mum, Lindsay, hopefully it is, she's trying to put you in comfortable shoes because she's talking about somebody that wears kind of pointy shoes and their shoes, their feet are a little bit squashed. And she's trying to put you in comfortable shoes. Talking about somebody with a problem in their arch that might need something in their shoe to stop that little aching problem she's talking. Okay. She's just said that somebody has moved her photograph recently. Somebody's picked it up, but they've moved it. So it's gone to a different place. In fact, she's putting a photograph on a bedside table or something in the bedroom. So somebody's moved a photograph into the bedroom or something and put it on a side or something like that. She's just said to me, somebody she's talking about a piano player, Lindsay. Somebody that's going to be very good at playing the piano. All right. So watch for that coming up if you don't understand it, or if there's anybody else on here that can take it and Lindsay can't. She's talking about this piano playing. All right. So watch for that coming up as well. Somebody's very musical, she's just said to me. Somebody's very musical. Okay. I don't know what you've got on your hair. Used to fill tights with materials or paper to make draft excluders. I don't know what she's doing with the tights, but she was doing something with them. Perhaps Dad. Lindsay, you'll have to check it then. She's talking about somebody that wears one of those bands, the Alice bands. She's bringing that in as well. So there's somebody around you that she saw where she's seen wearing one of those as well. I'm wondering whether I'm with you. I think I am, but I'm unsure because you don't seem to be taking it. She's just in mauve, just for you. She's talking about somebody that likes mauve. She's also now she's bringing in I think she means the name. She's talking about Scarlett O'Hara at the moment, Lindsay. But I don't know whether she means somebody called Scarlett, but she's talking about Gone with the Wind as well. So there's that kind of link. Gone with the Wind, Scarlett O'Hara, somebody that liked that film, I think. That's what she's talking about. She's also saying there's going to be a trip to London to see a theatre play. All right, one of the theatre plays in London. Somebody's going to be doing that. But she's just popped in to say hello. Oh, yeah, she was talking about shoes, weren't she? In case you missed it, she was talking about putting you in comfortable shoes, or somebody that wears pointy shoes need to be put into comfortable shoes. so that they don't hurt their feet. Okay. Also, she just said to me she's got Margaret up there with her. I've met up with Margaret, she's just said to me. All right, so she's talking about that as well. She's just said to me that somebody down here needs to, I don't know whether she's not saying give up, she's saying cut down on their smoking. So there's somebody around you, Lindsay, that she thinks smokes too much that needs to cut down. Apparently somebody's got a bit of a cough, or they're developing a bit of a cough, she's saying. Okay, so watch for that as well. But she's just coming quickly to say hello to you. She's just said to me there is an anniversary of a passing nearby as well. So she's aware of that. And she's talking about the month of September means something as well. Okay, so you'll find out all these things. Hopefully you'll piece it all together when you've thought about it or checked. Checked. For some reason, she wants me to give you checks. You know, the material checks. I don't know who likes the checked pattern, or somebody had something in a checked pattern. She just said to me, give her the checked pattern. So I don't understand what she's on about. But she link. So watch for the Edinburgh Scotland connection. Okay. So watch for the Edinburgh Scottish connection that she wants to give you as well, as if somebody's going to be going up there. She's talking about that. But she just wanted to pop in and say hello. I think that's a message, Rail. Just wanted to pop in and say hello. And you should find out who Christine is, because Christine brought her through. So she's connected somehow. So hopefully you'll find out who Christine was, or is, that pulled her through or helped her through. So I hope that was okay for you. I'll leave that with you. If anybody's still or just joined, I've got this gent back that was the lift engineer and the escalator engineer that's just popped back to remind everybody that he's looking for somebody. So just a gentle reminder is saying that I'm here. I am a lift engineer and an escalator engineer, is telling me. But I also used to turn out people that have got stuck in lifts. He's in spirit. He's talking to me from spirit, so he's not down here. But he used to do that, and he's just popped in again to try and connect with somebody. So hopefully somebody will find him. So keep losing the connection, don't we? Just going to do some adverts, says Richard. Tonight at 10 o'clock, it's Ricky and Tyler for readings. So that should be good if anybody wants to stay on. Tomorrow night at 8, we have got, what day? Wednesday, isn't it? Stephen. I think my, yeah. Yeah, because the connection's not very good. So yeah, so on Saturday there's a great big fundraising event with all of us. So various things going on. You can read it, like bingo, quiz, competitions, and some readings as well, and hopefully a good laugh. More fundraising for Freya. So hopefully you can join us for that. Starts at 8 on Saturday. Okie dokie. There seems to be a little bit of a problem with the connection tonight, so I'm going to end it there, I think, anyway, because I think I've come to about an end anyway, but I think there's some sort of problem with the connection as well. So we'll leave it there. But if you want to come back at 10:30 tonight and see the boys, and also, go on. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with the connection. It must be all these storms and this rain and all this lot, because we've got a lot down here. But anyway, if you want to come back at 10:30, and then also tomorrow night, 10 o'clock tonight, sorry. 10 o'clock tonight with the boys. Um, Tomorrow night as well. Or just check out the website and check out the Facebook page as well. And I think that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed it all. Enjoyed it all. Sorry about the connection, but I think it must be, I don't know, it must be my end. It must be the Norfolk end. The Norfolk weather's getting to it. So hopefully we'll see you all again soon. And if anybody can find out who this lovely engineer that's still here with me is,